as it can. She looks up at you and says, I think that worked.
Evidently so. I am, however, somewhat curious. Seeing how the box reacted to this beacon, I wonder what the wizard planned to do with it at the lighthouse.
Let's perhaps extinguish it.
Yes, perhaps, but to what effect? That is curious.
Simple terrorism would seem, well, petty, but I suppose we'll find out in time.
Indeed.
Now it's a different day. Every time that Riff sees the box, she will try and see if she knows anything.
Nope.
You gonna
packs it in and gives it to basically Ridley gives it to Ridlin. Take this.
Yeah, probably about like a minute or so afterwards.
Ridlin, take this.
Riff
Like a
does
minute
not
after it seems
grab
to
it.
cool down afterwards.
Take it.
Riff will use mage hands.
Raphael will pick it up.
No, I was...
Raphael's now holding the box.
It
I don't
should
think he'd
not
be able to
be on
carry
the
it with
ground.
mage hand. I think
He shakes the box close to his ear.
You don't hear anything rattling inside.
I'll just open it.
If you can, then be sure to control the magic, or it'll all just erupt.
You tug on the lid, nothing happens.
Oh,
It doesn't open.
he shrugs.
Can I carefully examine it now that I don't have acid in
Says,
between?
I do not want to be anywhere near it right now. If I get sent to the Imperial Realm with that thing,
Well, yeah.
Do you think you can know
Like,
things that the
without
Archmage
touching
didn't?
it? Well, he hasn't seen it.
The Archmage hasn't seen it. He's just reading off files and stuff.
Yeah, so you know I could actually examine it, but Riff will not touch
use
that thing.
magic device.
Yeah.
Not touch that
Don't
thing.
fail by 5 or more.
No.
Ask Riff, use
No.
Activate blindly.
No.
Oh God!
If you want to, I will get the activate blindly table out. The DC is higher for this object.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
imagine.
Well, activate blind.
Think of the power inside of it. Just don't.
Fuck.
We have like a death ray, basically.
What is Riff's take 20 by the way on Arcana?
On Arcana. I have a plus
So,
9 on my
what is
Arcana.
Plus 9.
Yeah, I have a plus 9 on my Arcana. It's not that high.
Remember, she doesn't have an intelligence modifier.
No,
I can
my
be better than
use
that.
magic device is plus 12. But you know, that leaves me at 30.
You cannot take
Help
10 or take
study
20
it,
on your
then.
magic device.
Damn it.
There we go. That's a little bit.
Well, Laurel, you know, the box interest. You know, he can look over the box. You know, he has a bit more time to examine it now.
I think maybe Brisland will maybe, you know, if you can aid.
We're moving away from this place, right? We're not staying here.
You-
No, we're leaving.
You can be walking and looking at it.
But like, there's nights and stuff when you guys have to sleep, and Laurel doesn't.
Well, I have Ring of Substance.
Yeah, many of them don't need to sleep, so they can spend it studying.
Raphael is sleeping.
We're
Yes.
making you hold the box. Well,
Yeah,
Laurel can hold the box.
I have the box like the evil king in Robin Hood, the Disney movie, as I hold the money bag in the bed, but I hold the box. It's like
Riff does not want to
Gonna
touch that thing.
paint a mustache on your face while you sleep.
you use your Arcana and, you know, you play around with, like, you know, probably casting, like, a little spell on it, see if anything happens, or casting a spell near it. You know, possibly judging its power.
It has a whole ton of it, I imagine.
Yeah, you know, you try some things out.
We just extinguished a natural resource.
You come to 2 conclusions with your combined checks.
Yeah.
First conclusion is the power level of this object is not a simple item, but of course an artifact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're possibly thinking even greater artifact.
Oh.
This isn't an item which, if it was destroyed, would attack the attention of gods, probably.
Yeah, that means like we have to drain the power of an archfiend and then like make an angel die in a 2 and then destroy it or something.
The
Wanna
process to
break it.
destroy
We don't
it,
want to break it though. Why would we?
there would be a way to destroy it, but it would be a very
Some insane convoluted one.
Yes.
Artifacts always like.
You know for a fact that
like,
some objects, for example, take, you know, for some artifacts to destroy them, you need to have
a good god has to kill another good god and then drain his
Yes.
power into evil.
or a
like
creature
that.
must hold the object for one millennia without dying.
Well, that.
I will
It
live
just
forever.
breaks. Like, no, my crown of endless power.
Once we like
Yo,
put
that's how
Laurel's
you lead
brain.
into the misunderstood Lich story arc. You know, he's not a lich because he's evil. He's a lich because he's trying to destroy the anti-magic box.
Exactly.
Okay,
The good
okay,
lich story.
Yeah, the other big conclusion you run into is, based on, like, experimenting with it, it seems like it's actually not, you know, as the Archmage said, it's not really draining power from anything it doesn't directly come in contact with.
Oh, okay.
So, for example, yeah, if you cast a spell near it, nothing happens. Like, even if it's in the area of the spell, like, well, just nothing happens. The box can't react to it, it seems.
But if it's on it, then it does.
Yeah, if it's cast personally on the object reacts.
So it's meant to be fed and then used.
Yeah.
More than
In its current state, yes.
Would have been sweet to give Raphael like a permanent anti-magic thing.
Would it eat like magical beings?
If we gave it an elemental.
Yeah.
You have a feeling if this came in contact with an elemental would probably take significant damage from it.
Because the box could be also constructed as a prison.
Oh yeah. So whoever's in there, we just gave them a whirlwind in the face.
Yeah. It's basically like the whispering tyrant in there.
In theory, you could probably store a magical entity in there, though you know
someone has done it.
Or
There's like genies and all kinds of crap in there.
If gods are interested in it, we could.
But from the way that things are getting stored in it, you have a feeling that anything inside would not be stored inside, but just eviscerated.
Oh yeah.
So a genie put inside would be just broken down into magical components.
But you know, if gods would be interested in the sort of power that would happen if it was opened, you know, offer it to a god. For
no.
Yes, one conclusion Laurel comes to actually be able to test out, see how it's going. He has a feeling that even in the Imperial Plane, you don't think it would actually have the pull to destroy it in its current state.
Oh.
You think it would only have power to destroy if assuming the Archmage notes are correct, that if it's somehow activated to be stronger.
So it's not.
It's not
removed the safety.
Yeah, basically the safeguard needs to be removed.
Oh wow.
So if the safeguard
seems like the worst idea in the world.
You don't know how, but there is basically a safety stopping it from absorbing everything it sees.
Holy shit.
It's a limited black hole.
Unlimited. It's like a black hole, yeah. It's just
black
hole
magic,
in the.
It wouldn't absorb, magic it sees.
We have a black hole in a box.
I'm an alchemist. Now alchemy will be the ultimate form of power.
In its current state,
dead.
Unless you work out to remove the safety, it's probably going to be quite inert.
Does it absorb divine energy as well?
Yes.
We're gonna create like the mana wastes.
Though that was quite easy to find out when Zoe couldn't cast any spells.
That's true. So
it treats arcane divine energy equally. Just if it's magic,
it is made to drain a god, right? That's what it's made for, and the Empress wants to ascend.
You have a feeling if it had the safeguard removed, it might be able to drain a god.
Why on earth is this thing like? Why are we carrying this thing? Why isn't like the fucking Imperial army coming down on us, being like, "Give that back to us"?
Well, how would you find it if it you targeted it with magic and now the magic's gone?
On the other hand,
you cast a scrying net, and you're just like, I can't scry on this area. It's as if my magic is being eaten.
On the other hand, Laurel, you do think about the fact that since it can't be removed from the Empire, you could not really kill a god with it unless the god comes onto the Empire itself.
That's true.
You have told the Archmage about it, though. He might show up and be like, you give me that box now.
I'll touch you with the fucking box, though.
Yeah, we'll just shove
it's like,
the
no,
box
I'm
in his
just an
chest.
old man. That would be...
Yeah, he'll go from a magical old man to just an old man.
He has void sense student.
What will you do now, Archmage? Now that you're in my power.
Oh, this box is terrifying.
And it's just sitting in your back pocket.
Fuck that. That's nowhere
Well, I could
near
put it in
it.
his alchemy bag. Not touching that anyway.
That is staying away
No, I
from
assume Laurel took all the notes from the Archmage he gave you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let us return to the Institute. I think that's the best place.
that.
The deepest vault we have in that place.
Just dig its own personal
It
fucking
is a
hole.
vault, pretty much.
It is.
Its own
Wait, do we
hole.
have a vault inside the vault?
No.
See, put it back into the globe?
There wasn't. We thought that would be excess.
Okay. You didn't count on the god-eating artifact to show.
No.
No, instead of this table,
Eater of
like,
gods.
have a hole in this table that goes a kilometer down.
Yeah, why
And then
does
just
everything
place
have
the
to
box
be in the
there?
bridge room?
We
Put
placed
it
the
under
box
Laurel's
back.
pillow, okay?
That's very comfortable though.
Back at the command center.
Or in the bath.
Fuck that.
We put it back in the globe. But we lock the globe. It's like
That's
we have like a
horrifying.
padlock.
Oh yeah, like a padlock's gonna stop a fucking god.
No,
Well,
we put
everyone-
it back in the damn acid.
Everyone thinks it's just a, bar. A global bar.
Nobody looks in Laurel's acid barrels. Who would go like...
Who got these? Why do you have these 10 barrels? Those by acid. Oh, okay. Yeah, you acid collect.
Of
course.
acid.
Hmm.
You never know. Like, if we ever need to barricade this thing, you'll be happy that I have them.
Mm.
Well,
Stack them
so
on all the
what-
entrances, and people blast in and just
Yeah,
acid
we can
all
we
over.
can threaten
So
the
what happens, Dark?
box. We threaten to rub it up against him and like suck all the magic out of him if it doesn't tell us things.
True, because one of the things that happened with Zoe, it was in her back pocket, and it was not in a back pocket, like a backpack, and it's like still absorbed her magic spell.
Yeah, we're like, oh, we'll place this like right on your stomach, and like leave it there for a couple of days, and would you ever be able to cast spells again? I don't know.
You can intimidate with that. Threaten him.
Do you? I
I will
want,
put this box on you.
I want this role played out.
Oh my god.
I.
That's just horrifying. You could
Well,
probably
you're playing a magic box up to him, so
you could probably threaten a
It
god
would probably
with
be
that.
nice to know where he got it from.
Yeah, and what it is.
You could threaten a god with that though.
Yeah, we can.
The guy would just snap his fingers and kill you.
Well,
that,
Oh, I'm
is a-
taking
that-
this.
That is a slight issue, you know. If the god kills
This
you,
is
then you
mine
can't use the
now.
box.
I suppose.
So,
If you can open a box when the god is not looking,
now that rival god I have.
That
but
rival
we can certainly carry the box into him and say that like, we know it eats magic, and we're gonna put this in the cell with you for
Oh, what
I
does
don't
he
know,
know about
until
it?
until you tell us like how
You know
got
what we can
it.
do with this.
Yeah, exactly.
No, don't do it. I won't be locked in the prison. Like, well. Now I know it's a prison. Who did you put in
you-
here?
do-
Like the
do you wanna
lost
go-
Auckland. Oh.
Do you want to go down there?
Riff will join in
Go,
and
you go do it.
help
Laurel,
with the,
Laurel will not be a big help in that because she's basically stupid at conversations.
Come on, Bollard, let's be intimidating.
Time to study.
Riff will come with.
So
I can
we
tell
can
you
give
such an
plus
item will
2
be
to
good.
it if you need
I
it.
can tell you such an item will give you a minus bonus on intimidate.
Alright, we'll put it up to his face.
God artifact, look at it.
Bollard,
How
Bollard,
Do you need
can
plus
make an
2? Do you need plus 2?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Bollard, you can make an intimidate check. You get a plus 20 bonus.
And
20?
plus 22?
Like, don't put that thing near me.
Boom,
Please, it
20.
follows me around.
Oh no, never mind. That's an 11.
He's willing to answer your questions.
Finally.
That
So,
was-
Orlane, where did you get this box?
The king found it on some of his expeditions.
So, did the king give it to you?
Yes.
Why?
Fuck, this guy's important.
He wanted me to. He just told me to go around gathering magic for it. Didn't tell-
Why?
But he told me to gather as much magic as I could.
Why?
Well, I told you, he didn't tell me.
Well, I didn't hear you tell. I'm not in a good mood. We're talking about you. So, you don't know, but the king wants you to put magic inside this box.
I know exactly what it is. I don't know what he wants the magic for, though.
So you really don't know anything about this box? You
Well,
just
I
accepted
know-
it?
Well, I know for a fact what the box is. I also know for a fact it's the most powerful of the items.
What did he promise you?
Some things, for example, that I would be the next Archmage.
Are we all gonna laugh in...
Ho ho ho!
He did laugh in his face.
How did he intend to get rid of the old one?
Well, I have a feeling the box had something to do with that. Can't confirm that. It's my theory.
He was gonna do Riff's idea of making the old Archmage into just an old man.
For God's sake!
Into an old Ark. Without the mage.
Anyway,
Okay,
He has an arc now.
he seems very, very nervous if any of you are like holding the box like visibly.
so to get this straight, the king wants to get rid of the Archmage.
Yeah,
Why?
I have a feeling because the Archmage himself, the Archmage has bitter opinions about quite a few people on the council. He's no exception.
So he wanted you in there to get you in his favor.
Probably so.
Why?
He's an old man that likes studying. Leave him alone.
So if you're expecting me to be able to give you like every detail from the king, I can't.
Then we just drain.
Do tell, why can't you do that?
Because I don't know everything through the king. He won't tell me his entire life story.
Well, you can tell us what you know.
Who else works for the king?
Countless people were all kept independent, though. With the exceptions of us that are specifically told to work together, which, from what I can tell, you might already know a few of them.
What's your connection to the Silver Crows?
The Silver Crows I hired to fetch magic items for me.
What?
Oh, where?
Stab him.
Well, their method for doing that, I didn't question. I just asked them to get me magic items.
I am half expecting Raphael
Okay,
just to like.
Are they
What's
still
magic?
working on this contract?
Well, I haven't collected in a few days, therefore I haven't paid them in a few days, so they'll
Oh.
stop.
Oh.
Where are all these
Oh.
magic items that you want?
Oh.
Friends, we need to leave.
We have something to collect.
Where do you
are all
collect?
these magic items?
I go straight to them.
Yeah.
Is
So where are they?
Well, we know, like the
Well,
headquarters.
How
Basically,
busy
explain
are they?
exactly what you do when you come gathering these items. We want it like
we
like
want
you don't have
do
to,
it?
but we make him tell us exactly what
Well, what he does when he goes to gather the items.
exactly
Yeah.
what he yes.
He walks up to the front door with his hands in the air,
All right. He's a fucking mage. He does.
allows himself to be escorted in with people next to him. You know, people specifically, you know, with their specific swords ready. They take him in, let him take the items, let him walk out again. And basically he's kind of under constant watch and surveillance.
Is there like a lot of people?
in there.
Yes.
Like a fucking buttload of people.
Yes.
And you're gonna ask so a lot of people, just to be annoying to
Like,
him.
So a lot of people, like a lot of people.
Duke will probably in total at least when I went there last time, at least upwards of 80 people there.
So that's a lot of people,
that's
right?
a lot of people.
So
Yeah.
you want to make us happy, don't you? We have this thing, and you don't want to use it on you. So now you tell us something that'll make us happy, some information that we would really like to have.
Will you let me go and flee somewhere?
Well, surprise us.
Well, for example, I
It
can't.
can't hurt your chances, let's say.
Well, I can give you some intel to do with what the king's been doing recently. Most notably, also, for example, I'm sure something you want to know is how to stop him from gathering all of his resources together. At least some of it.
I
mean,
I could
A
bluff.
man of his stature has to get money somehow, correct?
I can bluff check. I have a plus 15 on my bluff check now.
For example, I know the Archmage, for example, has a magic item creation facility to the north.
What? That wasn't the Archmages though.
What is the
I'm saying
king's,
this out of
I meant
character.
the king. I meant the king.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
What is the king's plan? What is it he wants to do?
Well, from what I can tell, he plans in some way to basically control the entire council. Have full control of the city's politics. Possibly the empires, I can't say. He's not the most open of people, not the nicest person to have a conversation with. Don't know if you've noticed.
So out of character.
I don't know if you noticed. You're the one working with him.
Like, do we?
Your point is?
That you're just a stupid little boy.
Damn.
You
Served.
you can hear him mutter some words under his breath.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
He didn't stop muttering. He's still muttering.
Stop him from casting spells.
Punch him!
Doesn't
Somebody
can't
punch him!
anything.
Okay, if you don't stop muttering, we're gonna charge you with this box.
What about your parents? Are they involved?
My parents know nothing of what I've been doing. I've creeping down when they're on business to accept more of the plans through.
How would they react, do you think?
I have no idea. I frankly don't want to find out.
Zoe would probably know what would happen if.
Well, you don't know his household. What would happen?
Wouldn't he get disowned or something like that?
He might be.
He might just be fed to the Empress.
Fed.
You know, maybe we should just.
Well, it's
Hang
not
on.
hard.
Right.
Chris?
Well, no, because if somebody goes up to them and says, this boy tried to commit high treason and acted against the Empire, what's she going to do? She's just going to outright murder.
He also shouts the fact that you committed high treason by attacking another noble.
Yeah. Oh well.
Well, he started it.
That's gonna work.
I don't know if you did actually. You assaulted him.
Exactly true. We actually did assault him.
Why were you at the lighthouse? Why there?
Because the spells weaved in place hundreds of years ago for the lighthouse. Let's just say the lighthouse have quite immensely powerful guardians, which...
Guardians?
Yes, they have protectors to keep the lighthouses lit.
The circle in the top of the lighthouse.
They sustain the flame.
Drained.
Were you gonna drain them?
Yes, I was going to drain both lighthouses.
Wow.
It takes a lot of time to do so, though. They have barriers protecting them, which is why it took me so long. But apparently, it took too long.
Does the king know how to activate the box?
No, at least if he does, he hasn't informed me. He does.
Do you know how to activate it?
No.
Good boy.
If he doesn't activate it, well, if he does know how to, I hope he doesn't in
Was
the
it only
city.
to get the magic out of the lighthouse, or was there something behind the lighthouse is not working?
Just to drain it, because it has so much in it.
How does the king intend to kill the Empress?
There's a few ways I've heard him theorize about. One of which is poisoning the Empress.
Idiotic.
What else?
But I can't say for sure how he will do it.
What else?
Poison, idiotic.
Well, there's poisoning the Empress. There is what he only declared as a unfortunate accident. I have a feeling it involved some of the supports breaking.
Yeah.
Did you have anything to do with the assassination at the ball?
No.
Do you know who did it?
Well, actually. And not to do with the assassination, though I did have something to do with what Laurel faced.
Why?
Well, I had a buyer get poisoned from me. The exact poison you got affected with.
Why was I poisoned?
That I don't know.
Who bought it?
He clearly tries to think who it was. I'm not exactly sure. Let me consider. Aradel Vance, I think his name was, something like
Dun
that.
dun dun.
Oh, hey. Yeah, that guy.
Who the hell is that?
He's the guy that is going to get executed for punching the king.
Oh,
Fuck him.
wait, so
Fuck
he...
Oh,
yeah.
fuck
Oh, it's the
him!
Jade. It's the Jade Guard.
Yep.
What do you know of the Jade Guard?
I know there are a bunch of extremists who basically want everyone related to the city's politics dead.
Oh.
Doesn't matter who they are.
Can you explain to us?
It's good that you're not an extremist going on with a god box, and, like eating all the magic in the city. It's very good that you are so balanced and
Do
sensible.
you say this?
Yes.
Well, there's different levels of extreme, don't you think?
No.
The extreme's pretty level, isn't it?
So, can you explain to me?
No,
Levels
looks-
by extremeness.
There really aren't enough moderates like ourselves.
Build a secret base underneath the city.
I have a question for the boy.
Uh,
Can you explain to me why the guy who bought this poison to you, to poison Laurel, is getting executed now? What is it all? Is none of you in charge?
I have nothing to do. You think I had something to do with that guy? All he did was come order poison from me.
So you delivered the poison.
I delivered the poison. I didn't ask why. I didn't ask who he was.
Where did you get the poison from?
I have associates within the Thieves Guild. they smuggled it in.
Oh, it's really just getting lower and lower for you, isn't it?
So
I need just
Laura would
I need
say,
some way to get my reagents.
Laura would like a good list of names of those people. Again, something you don't have to write, but if there's nothing else, we can turn them over to the guards. I mean,
Unfortunately, most of what he seems to give you is basically aliases and code names. You can
sure,
tell.
and where they are, and where he meets them, and the codes to get in the bases, and where the bases are, and stuff like that.
He doesn't seem to go in the bases. It's mainly the black market in the port district.
Yeah.
Oh, black market, having it openly.
So you had nothing to do with the assassin that arrived. Do you know anything about it?
Nothing. That came to a shock to even to us.
What do you know of the Empress's plans?
The Empress's plans? Not a lot. I know that she's the one who ordered troops to move out to her imperial fortress.
She's the one who ordered that.
I know that, but I don't really know what she's doing. Whatever it is, I have a feeling it has something to do with the Fae, though, due to all the cold iron. There's not much else that needs it.
What do you know of the plague in Northside?
Not much. Well, I guess I devised it. I didn't release it.
You devised it.
I helped create it in the first place. I didn't know where it was being released. Northside was not where I would have chose.
Where would you have chosen?
Well,
Laura's very stern right now.
I don't know. I don't know if that really matters in the end.
Tell me.
In the end, it would have been released somewhere.
Give me your tactical analysis. Why would you have released the plague?
If it was my opinion, I would have gone to the greedy, stuck-up, no good guildmaster of the Gold District. Put it right inside his personal quarters.
Why was it created?
It was created because I was told to make something which would be incredibly difficult to cure in a super short amount of time and be very lethal.
Why?
So we're basically the wonder cure that he didn't think existed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I was not. I was anticipating magical cures to be in place, not alchemical cures.
It's kind of a bit of both in the end.
Noob.
Yeah.
It was a bit of both
It's
instead of...
primarily magic in the end, though.
Um.
I mean, primarily alchemy in the end.
Yeah. I mean, I think Riff only helped in figuring out what it was.
The studies.
Yeah, and then the rest, like the actual making the cure, was all Laurel.
So you made deals with Tsula Flores. She was the one who paid you to make this.
She gave me the resources to do so.
Why did she do that?
Ask her.
Who did you work with?
Who did I work with? What was her name? That was months ago now. I've worked. It's like half a year ago. Miafra Noel. Some lady. She didn't look very. She looked like someone I'd expect from the slums.
How old is this guy?
Go.
Guy.
Well, what the
No, how old is Cordell?
Cordell? 19, I think.
Dude,
He's a genius.
Zoe's younger than him.
Don't even...
Don't even what?
Like, he's a genius for what he can do at his age. Such an accomplished wizard at the age of 19.
Mm-hmm.
And
He
Do you want to try to recruit him to the organization?
He was always thought to be a prodigy.
What, really? You think that would be possible?
I don't know.
Then we need something on him.
Technically enough diplomacy checks.
Like Liberal Lightscar, we do the indoctrination of a prisoner. Tell him about how the laws for animal abuse and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So is Zoe gonna change this annoying kid in?
If you can.
She's
You
a
can
really
change
good.
him.
With love.
What about bluff
But he
checks
has
to
red
help with
eyes.
diplomacy?
He's a
And
fucking
happiness.
bastard. But he's a tool, isn't he?
Yeah.
An ambitious little tool.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, though, it seems like whichever one of you holding the box, he's like trying to move himself on his chains away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Have you used this on people?
I would never use it on someone. Destroying someone's magic is absolutely horrend.
Raphael pokes it a little bit closer.
Don't you dare.
Kind of like jerks
Oh,
towards him.
is that a challenge? I wonder.
He sort of looks to Cordell and says, "As it happens, we are the good guys."
Pokes the box a bit closer.
Saying that Riff's probably tetchy every time Raphael does that. I'm like, oh, hang on. Don't get that near me.
He's gonna just hand it over to her. Hold this.
All we'll do is
Um,
permanently drain your
she
magical capabilities.
She would like
So
fireball
we will look at Laurel. Laurel, you're the one with all this. What's it called? Word? Statistica?
Statistics.
That word. How many people died? Women, children, families in Northside because of the plague?
Well, thanks for a second, then. Gives out the number. Probably like,
Large number.
yeah, I mean, how many people live in this city?
Once again, I don't see why it was used on them. All of them had nothing to do with any of these plans.
I didn't see you coming to help, though. You knew how this could be cured.
Well, no, I didn't devise a cure for it.
Well,
Okay,
you know,
so it kind of.
My work, mainly because I hadn't finished it yet.
She looks at him. We made the cure out of your work. If you had given us your work, we could have removed this curse so much faster.
I didn't have my work.
You did all this for ambition? Just to become the next Archmage? That was all you wanted?
That is all I wanted.
The creation of it, yes, I did.
Riff
Though,
kind of looks at that and shrugs and says, I wouldn't mind being Archmage. I mean, that's pretty awesome, right?
though
Would you
like-
kill all these people for that, Rivelin?
No.
though I can tell you, I couldn't help even if I wanted to. Miafra took all the research and fled.
Miafra. Is that someone we know?
The fake scientist who worked on the other side.
Oh.
So we didn't even finish it off yet. By the time we had finished, it would have been impossible to cure with almost impossible to cure. We didn't expect it to be used on south side or north side, though. So I'm actually kind of glad we didn't finish.
So,
So what sort of ethical implications does it have to create such a thing?
He considers probably not any good ones.
And yet you did. You also went around town and planned to devour the Guardians of the Lighthouse with the box.
Devouring the Guardian of the Lighthouse wouldn't hurt a single person. It extinguished
Would.
It extinguished the lighthouse, but that can be relit with a normal flame.
you wanted to kill the Archmage.
Well,
Does that even make you qualified to get his position?
That's kind of how we took power in Northside, though.
But the Archmage, when you're in the Magic District, the most powerful wizard basically takes the power.
But then
That's how
it doesn't take much for the
We
king
didn't
just to
kill him.
fake
He got.
that. Yeah, well, we practically killed him.
I mean,
No, he didn't. He's still alive.
Laura does bring up a good point then, because the most powerful wizard. Technically, if you kill the most powerful wizard, you're the most powerful wizard.
Yeah.
Until someone kills you and becomes the most powerful wizard. You become kind of the target. And you can only do it if you're powerful enough that people don't want to try killing you for it.
Yep.
Well,
And
your
it
reputation.
helps if you're all seeing as well.
this
generally.
guy
Helps.
helped making this curse, well knowing how terrible it would end up being. And that it was going to be used on living people.
Well, you don't make a disease for undead.
Does he even have a heart? Oh, do you even have a heart?
Is that a question that anyone can truly answer properly?
I can.
Always
She's our
caring.
saint.
I am a saint. Look
I
at my
don't.
halo.
Flicks a scalpel.
Yep.
I didn't feel everyone in North. I didn't think all those people in Northside needed to die. I had other people in mind. They were irrelevant to all this. They had no reason to die.
This disease was gonna spread. It wasn't only gonna end up with one
Well-
or two people. It would spread.
Well, once I was finished with it, I had a way to. I was devising a way to stop it from spreading.
That's irrelevant. You have failed, and look at you now.
I did.
Your life is in our hands. And there's nothing you can do to stop it.
I guess our failures shape our life more than our successes, apparently.
Yes.
We have a choice. Obviously, we can't let you go. You are way too.
Know too much.
You know too much, and I don't trust you to be free.
What would you do in our position?
Is this like when the kid does something bad, so the parents ask, "How do you think we should punish you?"
Right now, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to hear what he thinks.
He grits his teeth and thinks. Looks around at all of you.
His little cage.
That I think that would depend. I think that would depend on the individual in question. But
How would you do it?
how would I dispose of myself?
How would you dispose of someone who had done things as you have done them? If you were in our position.
Well, if someone was to create a plague that would be used to decimate a district, I would not be happy with that.
Plague that killed your whole family and everyone you ever met, and everyone you ever liked.
You
Broke down your local government and forced you to kill your own.
You
To stabilize things.
think you can see a small frown on him?
So,
What would you do if you found the person who had done that?
I'm not entirely sure, but I probably wouldn't make the remaining life very nice.
What do you propose we do with you?
I'm not saying anything to that.
I guess the question is.
Asking for mercy never helps.
I think the important question is now: do you have a heart?
Oh, she sends us. We will need to speak on this alone, I think. Come on.
So he wants to know the answer, even if the answer is I don't know.
Yeah, he said that earlier.
That is pretty much his answer.
Oh.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, he said that no one can really answer that.
So he nods, looks to the expert fighter, and we better,
Is he relieved when we take the box away?
Raphael carries the box.
He does look relieved if the box was moved away from him.
So we could drain his magic permanently.
Yep.
Yeah, but then he'd be utterly useless.
If it stays in contact with him for long enough, probably.
No, he's still smart and has contacts. He could probably be a nasty person even without it. Saruman was an incredibly nasty person even without his magic.
To the meeting room, mission control.
Well, expert fighter should make sure he can't speak, so he can't cast spells.
That's
Oh yeah,
it.
we put on the isolation hood again.
Okay, good enough.
He doesn't get to do, see, hear, smell anything.
It's assumed that you say otherwise, he's being put back in the same condition when you leave.
These are like we don't want to do anything.
Let's go, Ballard!
Still have a spell book, so it might be worth a lot of money, but
So the question is, do we believe in redemption?
Riff kind of looks at them all, kind of shrugs and says, "Well, you know, I've learnt some crazy things recently. I wouldn't put it past a person's nature to change. But
I've heard of
whether he is actually good inside or whether he is evil. But if he is neither, then you can't change him to the opposite of neither. So he could just stay neutral, and you won't get any real help from him."
The thing is, though, that I mean, the guy has seen our faces. He knows who we are. He has been working with the king. We might just
We
walk up to him and say, "Hey, you know what?"
In which case, then
So
he should die.
if we are to release him, then we need to know that either he's not going to betray us, or that we can somehow control him so he doesn't do it.
you know,
Like a
I don't-
Gaius and quest spell would probably work.
this may be weird of me to ask you guys, but in this series called Buffy the Vampire Slayer, there is this vampire Spike who's evil. For a long period of time, his powers is removed, and he ended up being this guy who's just hanging around their basement, just like, oh, whatever. And in all that time, he doesn't have his power. He ended up actually liking these guys. All I'm saying is we could put
Stockholm syndrome here.
what?
It's Stockholm
Yeah.
syndrome him, yeah. Ugh.
I have no idea what
Yeah.
that is.
Jonas, get on it.
It's
Yeah.
basically
It's basically
you
when
start loving
you
your captors.
yeah,
Yeah.
you start loving your kidnappers.
And that's I wouldn't wish that upon anyone, because it's a false love, it's a forced love, and
Does he deserve any better?
You're muted, Manikai.
Does he deserve any better, though?
If it might be a small price to pay for his life.
we just have to hope that forcing that on him doesn't make us the people
Why
who
is
are
it
trying to
called
fight.
called Stockholm? Whatever.
Probably
Because it happened in a bank robbery in Stockholm, where the
Yeah,
bank
the
robbery
hostages,
went.
like,
They took hostages, and it went on for weeks. And in the end, the hostages said that they were hostages willingly because they loved the captors.
Creepy.
Hmm.
I am very. Anyway, off from bank robberies.
Mm.
Yes, so we need a way in which to.
If we can control him or ensure his loyalty, we keep him.
It
If we can't,
feels
we kill
like
him.
we're those people, the terrorists in the first Iron Man movie, right? We're gonna be like,
Yeah.
make us a rocket, and he's gonna be like, yes, yes.
That's the thing. You don't want to. Somebody who's that talented. He's 19 years old.
He
He has all the
obviously
connections
talented,
and such.
but he's so talented. We have
Would using
reagents
him
in here.
absolve him of his crime?
No, but he can work off like what he's done, doing the good thing. It doesn't erase his crime, but it certainly helps.
Well, that's why I asked. Do we believe in redemption?
Sure, Raphael believes in redemption, but he's not stupid about it. I mean, if the guy is unrepentant, then he's just gonna run away.
Okay, I don't
And he
know
might be
much
faking it.
about magic items, but is there a magic item that we can make that makes him, not able to lie and not be able to use magic?
You could cast we
very
can cast
sure
Zone
that
of Truth on him.
Yeah, but we
Well,
can
I
turn
mean,
that
re-
into a-
Can
Really?
resist it.
Yeah, but if
Really?
it does, we're gonna punch him until it doesn't resist it.
Then we are the bad guys if we're
I mean,
gonna end up.
it sounds more like what Tyne's asking for. It's probably more actually a Gear's quest in the end.
Yeah, that's my saying. We can cast Gear's Quest on him.
What the hell is that?
You give him a
Uh,
mission, and he must work towards that mission or begin dying.
Oh my god, we're not gonna do that.
Well, it doesn't begin dying. He just can't do anything.
Yeah,
His
like-
body just refuses to do things that aren't the correct stuff.
So-
Aren't, towards the quest.
But if we just have those, there is these mangles. Wasn't that what it's called? Hanya.
Shackles.
If we give him those on, that makes him unable to cast magic. How is he gonna leave this place?
We don't have any of those, though.
They do have them in the prison.
No, they don't have them in our prison. They have them in the awesome Imperial prison.
Yeah.
Remember-
It's the Blue Cloaks who have them.
No, we do have a
No,
set in
You
the
do
North
have a set of them in your prison.
Oh, all right.
They're not anti-plane shift ones, but they are anti.
Yeah, but then the big
Okay.
expensive ones are going to be super expensive. you know, and
And,
he's
you know,
well versed.
Yeah, and for you know, they weren't designed to work on 10th level wizards. They were designed to work on the minor spellcaster. But
Yeah.
You're calling us minor spellcasters?
Yes.
at the time, you were.
Let's see here. There should be ways in which we can.
Because he can't leave this place. We're gonna tell him, if you try to leave, you'll die. Because we have this evil mace.
He does have a rather awkward situation where he can't really get out.
That's the thing. We can just keep him in here and use him as a.
Because as it stands there right now, how do you expect him to get out of the building?
Yeah, we could just use him as knowledge, effectively.
Because you can't expect him to teleport because he doesn't know where he is.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Because he could. I mean, if he just says, "Oh,
if we
like
take
a
enough
mile
time
west.
to create it, there is a type of shackles that, when put on him, will put him under our control.
But then
How
are these
expensive
shackles?
are these?
And
We
are-
gotta-
16,000 to buy.
What's their name?
The shackle, I can link them. The shackles of Durin's Vial.
Sheep links the soulbound eye also, which is basically a cursed item that you bury inside someone's face.
That is so pricey, though.
It is, but
Put
it
that
gives
in
us
his
complete control.
face. What I'm trying to do is
We wanted
get
to independently do stuff, though.
I want him
Then
to
you need to convert him. Then you need to convert him to the cause.
Okay, we're gonna convert him. You said you needed the diplomacy checks to do that.
It will take a long time.
The shackles will dominate him for the duration of.
Well, how long is it gonna take? Years?
You gotta work on him every waking moment. Give him nice food. Be the good cop.
and every now and again, one of us
But
comes
I'm
out
cat
and
cop.
smacks him.
Cat cop is not a good cop. You're right.
I don't know.
I don't want to take him around the world and whatnot.
How long would it take
Lords
to
is much more
convert him?
of a
I-
hard ass for that.
I think Raphael would be against enslavement.
Yeah. Rift definitely would be. That
Well,
that is too
yeah.
close to enslavement.
even for the greater good.
Yeah.
What are we
Probably.
gonna do
That-
with this guy? We can't let him go. Killing him is kind of not okay.
I'd rather kill him than enslave him, I think. If it was up to Raphael, he would say he would probably rather die than live a slave.
I think instead
So,
of
so maybe then we should give him the choice.
We can ask him.
That is how the law is in this district, after all.
or perhaps we don't enslave him or let him free or execute him. We can let him use parts of this facility, like the library. I know he would probably enjoy if he's the scholar that,
Oh, looks scandalized.
you know, we're not
Rifflin is in love.
That
Rifflin
would
is
be
in love.
incredibly dangerous.
we're not here to kill people,
I agree.
not outright.
But how long would it take to convert him, Dark? Is it ridiculously long?
It would take a long time because you're trying
You're
to turn
basically
him good.
brainwashing him.
I'm not gonna brainwash him. I'm
Changing
just
his
gonna show him the
personality.
right way.
It's turning him good. It's turning him good, which takes a very long time. It can be done.
At a high enough level, I could just inject it right there.
Get the Prince Bishop and cast Redemption.
Atonement you'd want on him.
Oh yeah, well,
Prince
atonement.
Bishop,
What does a
I can't do
does that
it.
do it though? Doesn't that just return you to being good?
No, you can change someone to too good if they're willing to change to good.
Yeah, I can
And
change.
he resists us, and we paid for the damn thing. Let's see.
If he resists, he dies.
Yeah.
Well, then it's kinda,
Um,
solved. Anyway.
Laurel suddenly realizes something during all this, by the way.
What?
So, during that travel up, he wasn't really thinking about it, and that travel back, the Empress never tried calling him.
Well, that's a good
Uh-oh.
point.
You're fired?
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh.
But then who? If there was
Uh-oh.
a meeting, then who's in your place?
If
Rest
there
in
even was a
peace,
meeting. Rest in
Empress.
peace,
What
Empress.
What?
The Empress is dead.
Are you
Paul
sh-
just sort of looks up for a second and says, I
Shit.
Well, we need to go back to the district hall then.
I
just a moment.
need to...
He'll enter the Imperial plane.
Wait.
Laurel, it feels
wait,
like something...
Laurel.
Laurel,
Hmm?
as you try entering, it feels like something doesn't want you to enter.
Uh-oh.
What?
No one can hurt her in there.
We need to go to the district hall then.
Laurel.
Like, you can try forcing your way in, but it feels like something's trying to keep you out.
Laurel.
You can keep pushing against it, though.
Force your way in. We need to know what's going on in there.
Wait. Zoe's dad has not gone to the Empress yet, has he?
No, not yet.
Good.
He said
Okay.
it'd help first.
Look at this. It seems that something is blocking the Imperial plane.
Force your way.
He looks to all of them for confirmation.
Yeah, nods.
Kind of nervous.
Get in there.
Pollard, get over here.
It's all right then, but be
Hang on,
prepared
I'm
to
not
aid
even on
me
the
upon my
server.
return. I cannot die, but I can suffer endless agony.
All right.
Oh, good to know that you won't die.
All right, he will try to press on and sort of peek inside.
You keep pushing. It gives you probably one of the worst headaches you've ever had.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, you have a vial for hangovers.
Copy your token.
All right, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be like entering Mordor.
It's gonna be like someone told you that this is the feeling that you get when someone says that you're the guy who leaves the microwave on 3 seconds without clearing it.
Oh,
You are human tennis elbow.
I hate that. Worst people.
I don't know what he's
You're the
doing.
burnt part of toast, Laurel.
Oh.
Oh.
That's very hurtful.
Those words should
So,
never be
Laurel?
spoken.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
You suddenly manifest on one of these two platforms, your choice.
Broken. They broke the place.
As you arrive, the entire plane has this strange red hue and just this pulsation over it.
Does it seem like a heartbeat?
Yes.
Oh, is it?
Is it 60 beats per minute?
Let's do a heal check here.
Start counting.
Okay, is it a dying heartbeat?
Even with that limited roll, this heartbeat is dangerously low. If it is a
Uh-oh.
heartbeat.
Empress.
Then remember, Laura does also remember the plane is not under the plane is not directly linked to the Empress though.
It's
No,
the Imperial family
Oh.
as a whole.
Well,
Express.
no, it's the person that that
We don't
is in
know.
control.
The unknown Arkland?
Yeah. The
Did they find the unknown Arkland and kill him off?
That'd be dumb. Maybe they put him in some chair to harvest his. I don't know. Well, he'll call upon Kalendor and Velendor. See if they can respond.
You wait a few minutes, and eventually you see
Like horrid emulgations.
well, they do one of them manifests in front of you.
Oh,
Well, on the next platform down.
yeah.
Seemingly though, to give you an idea, 1 second.
Kalendor,
He's wounded,
jump!
isn't
Shoots his hands out.
It's like rust.
You can check his health bar.
he? Oh wow.
Oh,
Okay.
Kalendor.
It seems like his body's almost like falling apart.
No, Kalendor.
Oh, we'll look at him. Sort of. He can just wish himself down there, right?
You think about it and you kind of dive. You can see a little more.
Kalendor, are you all right? Stupid Christian, what's happened?
It's the pickled onion.
Oh God! Why? Lord, you
Something-
killed the Imperial family.
I don't know what's happened, but the plane is going out of control. Whoever's in control of it right now, something's happened to them. This is not some simple thing either. It's like all their magic is just vanishing.
Is the Empress all right?
From what I can tell, the Empress is fine. Though she's specifically, basically trying to. Right now, she's specifically, I don't know if you noticed, she planned to do a meeting.
Yes.
I think this is why she chose not to.
I see. How long has it been like this?
2 to 3. Actually, no. It's been a bit longer. 3-4 days.
Has nobody
We
heard?
tapped the Imperial magic well.
I was
Did
gonna
we?
say,
Did we?
did we just fuck
Did
with
we
the
eat up? Uh-oh. Sorry.
Miss Kalendor, how long have you existed?
Either because the Empress forged me out of the plane's magic.
Ah,
Wait. No, we didn't destroy the well. We only destroyed it 2 days ago, not 3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah.
So we didn't do it. We didn't do it.
You know,
You're,
maybe.
you're not
Make
in the
it clear.
box, Laurel.
what?
You're not in the box.
Oh my god, you're inside the box.
That'd be a freaking pretty cool thing. Actually.
Someone
If you,
shake the box.
blasted it.
Yeah.
Maybe Cordell's just warped in here.
Another piece of crystal flies over and slams into this one, shaking it.
Is it because I said we were
We can't
shaking
die
the
in here
box?
still, right?
You can't.
We're not shaking the box.
See, you should not stay in here then.
I can't leave.
Francis.
We're stuck in here right now.
Wow, that.
Where's
kinda
Velendor?
I can't find him.
Oh, Valendor.
Oh, I like Valendor.
The plane is almost infinite, and since we can no longer teleport around either. The only reason I knew to get to you is because I heard your call.
Good. But at least that's something. Who else have tried to enter? Who
No,
else knows?
no one else so far has tried entering. I have a feeling most of them don't like coming here.
That's that is weird.
I believe the king actually tried entering. I believe he stopped before he finishes entering, though.
I see. The Empress has been here.
The Empress has arrived.
She didn't take it well, I imagine.
No, not at all.
Could this be the... Would this be the happenings after the... Something has happened to the final Arkland?
It might be. Whatever it is, though, is something beyond simple death.
But did nobody hear, like, the whole magic being drained bit? Because to me that sounds like one of these... Or, like, the boxes doing it.
The box is a unique item.
Yeah, but then there's nothing else that we know of that drains magic.
Oh, there are other things that
That
can
we
drain
know
magic,
of.
certainly. But,
Yeah, that we know, but... Ah, it's so confusing.
Also looks and says, do you have any suggestions for what could be done? A bit of a loss.
I'm not entirely sure what it is. Whatever it is something in the physical world causing this.
Is there any way to trace a link?
You notice the heartbeat stops.
Oh.
Oh, Laurel looks kind of startled.
Kalendor looks around.
complete the mission.
In a world far away.
It seems whatever was happening outside had just stopped.
All tries to make a couple of the platforms move.
They kind of shift. They seem like they don't like shifting to your will, but they start doing it. Yeah. You know, his Kalendor. You know at this point what he looks like when he uses his magic.
Mm-hmm.
The platform starts shifting and moving, and probably within the space of a few minutes, most of the platforms reassemble back to this.
What?
The known structure.
Oh.
You know, the various other platforms around.
Was this an assault? An event? Someone planned this.
I'm not sure if it's planned. It's not like something that's ever happened to this plane before, from what I know.
Yes.
Highly unusual.
How do you feel?
Well, I guess the best way to describe it in your terms is an extreme pain. It's not quite something we feel, though.
See.
It is official. Shit has gone down.
Something major has happened, but we don't know what.
Belendor limps over.
He's more almost dead. It's not good.
If you require aid, I can provide it. If it works the same for you as it does for so many other creatures.
Most conventional ways of healing would work on us, yes, but I doubt you'd have anything that would heal us at least in a quick time.
Well, sort of. That one says, I know someone who could do something.
We can go to your district hall if you want.
It's very well. I will meet you there then. Probably best if I leave this place anyway.
I have a feeling the Empress will be calling on you as soon as she works this out.
Hopefully there'll be a little while before she tries to enter again. She tends to get frustrated, I've learned.
Yes, she does. Her temper is vile.
I'll be in the district hall. And he'll sort of allow himself to slide through the floor back into consciousness.
They vanish as well.
Back to some very worried people, perhaps.
No, they left.
He slides back in the chair, looks at Zoe and says, get to the district hall.
So we're not. Okay.
Yeah, even for being in there a short bit, though, all that time in there, your head is still pounding, Laurel.
Oh yeah, I imagine. Sort of takes it to his head, sort of tries to stand a little bit, and sort of sits down again and says, I'm not going anywhere right now. Zoe, Calendar and Velendar are going to be in the district hall. They are heavily wounded. Do what you can for them, please.
So he nods and leaves.
Raphael follows Zoe.
She looks back, smiles, and calls, go, stalker.
Oh, looks at the Pollard.
Fair maiden.
Old friend, we've gotten into things that are quite much larger than us. Catching his breath a little bit.
Like he's just like,
He's listening intently.
Where did Rifflin go?
Oh, basically sits here now.
Riffle.
In lack of other things to do, he begins to do a sketch of what he saw and basically note it down.
It is very vivid in your mind. It's something you can't take out of right now.
The only thing I can,
Like burned into your mind almost.
feeling the heartbeat, the speed of it. Did it end sort of slowing down, or did it just end suddenly?
It was just like a sudden end.
Riff came out with you guys, but she went home. Briefly.
I guess we go to the map. Oh god, I need to sneeze. Oh yeah, they're there.
To the map.
They look a little healthier to when Laurel saw them. But you can clearly tell they're wounded. Their bodies look like they're falling apart.
Well, I can cast 4 cure serious wound and get them,
How many hit points is that?
24 plus 6 plus 1.
So that's 31 each, and you can cast 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that much, and I guess split evenly between the two of them.
Yeah.
62 each.
What are you two doing here, horses? And there's 2 Zoes.
Expending all that. Yeah, they're still clearly not fully healed.
Well, you have channels as well.
Well, yeah, just gonna use those first. Then I have...
They seem to shake their head to you right now.
They don't want more?
Save your powers. This has been more than enough for us. We can recover ourselves over time.
What happened in there? Laurel seemed to be quite shaken.
We're not entirely sure ourselves, but in simple, whoever or whatever is currently the force holding the plane together, they began to break apart in such a way other than death. Their mind, body, magic, just everything collapsing. can't really say too much. We don't really know much. It felt the entire plane felt like a dying heartbeat.
I see. Frowns. He doesn't understand. Shrugs. Well, if you are back to normal now, that is good, I suppose. Laurel will be happy to hear that you are safe and sound.
I hope Laurel's not badly affected from the plane.
Oh,
He'll survive. He drinks things all the time that makes him sprout wings and hoofs and legs and... Oh, the gods know what.
so looks. I'll take a look at Laurel when I get back.
They nod to you.
So he nods back.
They look to Zoe. We must give our own thanks. That did quite a lot of damage to us.
Well,
They seem to start communicating with each other. You can't quite tell. Like they were communicating like low pitched hums.
So he looks a little confused. Like, what?
We have something for you.
Oh.
They seem to go. Calendor seems to go up to the back of Valandor, and it's almost like a little compartment.
It's like one of those familiars you can get that has a bottle inside of it.
Like the Robocop monsters.
He seems to put down two things in front of you.
What is it?
Firstly, seems to be a ring.
My favorite bag of catnip.
My heart.
Firstly, a ring. A second, a jar of pickled onions.
Oh, great.
So he smiles at the pickled onions. And...
Is it the one that Laurel gave?
Yeah, it's the same jar.
No, it's
No,
not.
they've got their
Oh,
own.
that's good. They learned that that's a way to say thanks. Oh, that's great.
What is...
Raphael looks at the pickled onion jar. Is like, well, what a kingly gift. I
So he smiles.
really don't know what to say.
Well, is the ring magical?
Yes.
So he has read magic.
That does not tell you what it is.
Spellcraft?
Yes, spellcraft.
Raphael picks up the jar.
If you don't know what it is, Riffle, have a look at it as well.
24.
You
The
think
only way to open the magical box of the Empress.
no.
Touché, Calendar, touché.
No, not quite.
All right.
It appears to be a ring. It appears to be a ring of water walking.
Oh,
that
that's
is
fun.
so cool. Who was this gift for? Zoe?
You.
Yeah. Well, they just gave it forward, to you as a group.
Oh. So it looks them. Thank you.
We don't have many possessions, but admittedly, we don't really need many.
I suppose. Well,
Consider it our thanks for, fixing us up a little bit.
my pleasure. That's what doctors do.
Always nice to speak to such august members of the Imperial Society as you two, Raphael bows.
It's very nice to meet you two as well. They do their lionish bows.
Mm-hmm.
So I will curtsy. I'll go back to Laurel and check up on him, and I bet he'll be very happy with the pickled onions.
Raphael nods. Yes, it is his favorite after all. I don't know how he can stomach the vile stuff. He sort of holds up the jar. But he will be overjoyed.
We assumed it was something that everyone liked.
He sort of holds it like, with a few fingers like he's holding something icky. It's like, not particularly, but the sentiment is lovely.
We will keep this in mind for next time we need to get gifts.
So it looks them don't. It was really sweet. So it looks.
Pet the cat.
Yeah, she really wants to, but
They don't seem like they're going to stop you.
Is she gonna take the first step?
Yeah.
she
ownership.
will.
What do they
Walk
sound
over-
like when they purr?
You walk over to Calendar and Valdor, and you put a hand to their head and May I?
Stick ring.
They look to each other a little bit confused and nod.
You pet them on the heads.
Raphael will mouth behind Zoe's back. She's very fond of animals. She loves cats.
Yeah, they seem to like it. You think you can hear like a low-pitched rumble?
Are they just made of stone?
It's
like metal.
touching. They feel like they're made of metal, but something about it's like warm.
Aww. A robot cat.
It's like an engine starting.
So that low rumble, is it like a thunder in the distance or like an engine?
It sounds like an engine. It sounds like an engine purring.
Aww.
And the Empress.
It's
Well,
adorable.
so we'll not. We better go back.
Yes, indeed. Loro's present must be presented, so to speak.
So he waves to Calendar and Valanda and
Good.
says,
Good luck cheering up the Empress. He smiles.
Their faces turn from what is normally a neutral expression to what you think is a grimace.
If only Raphael could speak to the Empress. He would make her laugh and sing.
We doubt that, as they walk back into the vault.
What? Now hold on just a minute.
so he leaves and
They revolve on the spot.
Raphael looks between them and Zoe and then mutters to himself, "One day I will dance with the Empress, you will all see. Yes."
I wish you luck with that.
The deadly dance of the sword.
Well, dance in any way, you know. Both will be something Raphael would enjoy quite a bit.
That's about those dominate person shackles.
But I think this would be a perfect time to finish because I'm getting really tired.
can I just give the pickled onion to?
Yeah,
We have a
Okay, alright, yeah.
Because I guess we're back.
You arrive back at the secret base of secretness.
Laurel.
Yay!
Yeah, Raphael is holding the jar behind his back and smiling.
Oh, looks up. He's outside. Basically, maybe this is actually the first time you've seen any illustrations of the plane, as he sort of made the illustrations of this wild void with these shattered shards basically flying around in it.
Well, have you ever
And then,
riff that?
with a dramatic flourish of
You're gonna-
capes and everything, the
Do you
jar of
want-
pickled onions is on the table in front of Laurel.
A gift
Looks
from.
up, confused. Is it? You shouldn't have.
Smarts, it's a
It's
gift from
so-
Calendar and Valanda, and also this. She puts the ring on the desk. It's a
Pushes
ring.
the to the side a little bit and looks at the onions.
It's a ring that makes you able to walk on water.
It
I see. Very useful.
It seems that we have ingratiated ourselves.
Opens the
Well, takes like a half step
vinegar.
backward.
Sort of,
Oof.
Let's do a heal check real quick. See if I can.
Sort of
we could bandage him.
subset
No,
of-
see if you're okay. Oh, I'm
No.
sorry.
not
You
just
have no idea.
We sort of, tilts the jar a little bit so you can all have one.
Zoe says no, thank you.
Don't make me sit here and eat alone. It's rude. I know.
Ballard's gonna sneak off to the kitchen.
Oh no, Raphael sort of sneaks off after Ballard's like, explain to me how he eats those. I don't
You know
understand."
what?
Looks at Zoe.
Ballard
So-
just like
so
he
he will
just
take
he's
one.
just like shrugging and like shaking his head the whole way. He's like, nope, 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 nope.
Nice. Red onions and vinegar.
I ate one once and I have never thrown up so much in my life.
Told his onions.
He takes a bite. Oh, it's
Well,
Oh, checks it out. Sort of rubbery, but
so we'll eat the pickled onions. But
How did Valinor Kellinor get pickled onions?
Come on,
yeah,
that's got to be a
do you
fortune
know how
thing.
much trouble they had to go through? Because they basically can only talk to people on the council. So
Hang on,
they had to
hang on.
ask someone on the council to bring them pickled onions.
Surely she.
They made them themselves. They have like a,
Archmaid, bring me pickled onions.
There's like one place in that plane that's like a planet.
yeah.
Surely Zoe has
at
to take
the
like a will save
ring.
so she doesn't throw up.
So who wants the ring?
Me.
I think the
Me.
fortitude save, but
I think we all can. It's an extremely cool ring.
Laurel.
I don't really need it. If
Look at
anything's
the
out over the
onions.
water, I'll just like enlarge and long arm and rage,
So
and
I
then I'll
guess
just hit them
Zoe
from the
gets to
shore.
wear the ring.
I'm just saying, if Raphael got the ring, he could dance on water.
The thing is, Raphael got that awesome amulet, though.
That's true. I just want to see him dance on top of a fountain, like on the water.
I think that Zoe can have it. It kind of fits her MO, doesn't it?
I guess so. In the
A
same.
saint walking on water.
Really don't have to, you just have to take it off before you go to.
We might.
Lay on the
We
water.
might. Honestly, I mean, it's a gift from those two, so you might want to keep it. But honestly, ring of water walking not really super useful usually.
Keep it for now. It's utility.
Sure.
Oh, so we'll
Sorry.
put the ring on.
You have a nice fancy water walking ring.
Yay!
You can now walk on the bathtub.
Oh, we'll milk her dad later.
You can have a bath anymore, and in the shower you get hit in the face, you get knocked to the floor. Ah!
No, she floats upwards, so she gets hit.
I might add that Zoe, like every normal person, does not wear anything when she takes a shower.
Oh.
Laura wears his ring of sustenance.
A lot of people still wear like
Yeah,
rings
it
and
takes
stuff
forever.
in the shower.
Yeah, her ring of
I don't-
sustenance. That's the only thing
Don't
she
wear any
wears.
jewelry when I shower. That's just disgusting.
If you stop wearing the ring of sustenance, you have a problem.
No, she's
Doesn't-
always
never
wears.
works. I can't get to work unless I don't shower for a week.
And then you have like one glorious day where you
being
stink.
super-
Yeah.
I mean,
Well-
he subsides on pickled onions. Can you imagine how much he must stink after a week?
You know, it gives gas sometimes, but that's okay.
Like vinegar sweat pouring out.
Well, you left Zoe to be the one to eat it, so
One or two.
you really are my
So
knight in the
does Zoe,
shiny
like-
armor.
You know, those
They can
things
enjoy
even
it.
Raphael cannot fight.
They can enjoy a good time together.
Yeah.
Does Zoe like them?
If
Make
Zoe
fortitude
likes them,
save.
They got fortitude shake.
Does she like them? That's a good question.
Fortitude
Uh,
save, go!
really, fortitude.
It'd probably be fortitude, but
Go on.
Keep it down.
I think it's like if you don't like it, then a will save to.
When you come to
Like,
visit,
put it
I will have pickled herring
no.
prepared
no.
for you.
Zoe,
Herring, though. That's just.
you know, Zoe
disgusting.
didn't throw up at all.
Ah.
You know, she is a vegetarian. She probably doesn't mind.
Riff can pretend that she enjoys it.
He didn't try any.
Smuggling
if she
it,
does, if
Chief.
she does.
So do we?
We can end here if everyone wants to.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone wants to, I guess it's really the.
Yeah, someone. Halldamir.
Halldamir. You're like in the middle of like the murder mystery of the Imperial family, but you want to end it.
Well, you know, it makes a good.
Let us end it on the last day of Rova. Actually,
Open the box.
Sunday.
I'm happy that the Empress is
So-
not dead.
So I guess but let's wait a second because I just think we should take a few days of downtime.
Oh,
Craft stuff to.
Yeah.
Because I have some stuff Laura wants to do that he's never had time to do ever.
Shall we split what's in the pot? If we're gonna start
Could,
crafting stuff.
But I don't, just how many days? Because I don't like. What are we gonna do after this? We're probably gonna. I guess we like in the downtime can figure out more questions we want for Cordell and what to do with him, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Go gather some information so we know what we're gonna do next time and like.
Yeah.
Because basically this hitting his resources that worked out pretty well, but I feel like burning down a sawmill is gonna be a little bit trivial even for
Yeah.
us.
I mean, I think we should look at our options.
What's he gonna think? Like, what the hell happened here?
Like,
The
Dark
pile
can
of,
probably
the pile of
tell-
disenchanted rubble right now.
Dark can probably tell us during the week what we find out, if we find out anything.
I
during,
can
like,
tell.
the downtime.
I can inform you once I know how long it's taking. Like, you know, how much your organization finds out.
Should
mean-
take too long is not a good idea. So.
No,
It's always a debate. Things will happen if you don't do anything.
what if we say downtime until, I don't know, Zoe's dad goes to the court, not the court,
The palace.
the palace. But then if that's like over a week, then just have it as a week. Do you know what I mean?
We could do it until the meeting is there.
Until the what
Imperial
meeting?
meeting.
The Imperial meeting. I will tell you. If you have
Okay.
downtime, we're gonna have to do it out of session
Yeah.
Alright.
because it will happen
Any
during the
downtime?
downtime.
It'll
Because we
probably-
could just do like 3 days or something.
it'll
I did a
probably
will
start
set
tomorrow,
save
wouldn't it?
for sheep. I was thinking, Dark.
We could wait and not have any downtime as well.
Could
It's
Zoe?
up to you guys. I just want to ask. I just want to ask before we get into the after session talk and get that figured out.
If people want to turn to craft, that's fine with me. Whatever.
Dark?
Mm-hmm.
Would Zoe be able, with her diplomacy, be able to sweet talk her way to be able to go with her father into the?
You have a feeling the guards are not really up for sweet talk.
No, they're pretty stone cold.
Not at all. Not even.
You would need something else to help you with it.
We are
Griff
the
needs permission to be able to go to the priest
guard.
quarter alone.
Yeah,
She
you're-
needs permission by the temple to go there.
You're
So,
basically the only reason your father can get in is because basically he's pulling out his past favors with the Empress.
yeah.
If you can find some hugely important reason to get into the palace, then yes.
Just tell her you have critical information about the gunpowder mystery.
Yeah, then she
You better deliver, though.
I just
And,
really want to go in there with him.
As long as he's in there and the Empress knows he's in there, he's safe. King would not hurt him. Like, if he attacks someone, like, that puts suspicion on himself.
It's not that. I just want to know what it is they're gonna talk about. I am nosy.
They know our plan.
You'll probably find out.
Destroy them.
Right, so if I stop the recording here, have a bit of off-screen chat,
Days,
and then
maybe none.
yeah, no.
So how long?
2 days, 1 day? Just 1 day to end off this month, perhaps?
I don't mind. I think a few days is.
Who needs stuff crafted? Let's put it this way.
I don't know.
Fine.
Time to look at
Fine.
it.
Do you need anything crafted?
I
don't
do
know how
have.
much we have.
I have some gloves I would like to get.
How long do the gloves?
We can start sharing the pot if you
What
want.
gloves are they?
Healer's gloves.
If we could split the pot, then we can look at what we want to.
All right,
eat
I will.
rather
I will
drink
do
what
that
we
then. It
Because
takes.
if Zoe wants her healer's gloves, that would take. You've got the ring of substance. That would take a day and a half to craft.
That is what we each get.
each get. That's a decent sum.
Yes. So it'll take a day and a half to craft Zoe's gloves. So that's probably the minimum you want.
2 days then.
The minimum would be 2 days, really. So.
If no one else has anything.
You know, I might have something. I don't think I will, but
Yeah, we shouldn't take over. I'd rather take it like in little bits here and there.
yeah.
than in
Okay, yeah, say a
extended
few days.
amounts.
I'd say just like 3 days or something. In that case.
So you make 2 sets of healer's gloves.
Good.
3 days. We'll go 3 days.
Yeah.
Anyone not happy with 3 days?
3 days is fine.
That's fine.
Right, well, I'll toggle forward 3 days.
So here. Down time and down time. They begin on the 3rd, right? That's the day we start.
How many days are there in Rover?
It ends then. At yeah. There's just the 30.
I did not set it forward. Yes, so it's 30, which means it should be on what day? The 3rd, did you say?
We will begin on the 3rd of Lamashan.
There we go.
It's
Yeah.
officially winter.
I hope. Actually, this is a place where winter coats aren't really needed too often.
Winter has come.
So when we start
I
next
can tell
session,
you. I can tell you, Laurel. At some point, you can really decide when, if you feel like it, you will be called into the Imperial meeting.
Sure.
so next time we start, I would have these gloves, right?
Assuming Halldamir is willing to spend a day and a quarter.
If you pay for them and he expends the time, then
I'll pay for it.
I mean, I have to go. It's going to be a bit of a.
you can
pain to
talk
get
later.
to the Templar. Get to the temple. So I might leave that for a few days.
So what?
Yeah.
Halldamir, you have like a day and 3 quarters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just.
And then you have your nights.
Oh, I know. Yeah, no, you can get it. Yeah, I'll rifle craft it. Don't mind.
So I can add that.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'll remove the money.
Remember, it's half price when you craft it.
Believe me, I do.
Yeah. So, yeah. That certainly stuff happened.
Quite a lot happened. Out
Yeah.
of curiosity, I do wonder
Learned
what
what
the
the
XP
box
is.
is. Oh, yeah. Experience.
But anyway, I'll finish the recording because I didn't actually stop the recording. But we'll see you guys in the next session where
Bye.
fun stuff will happen.
Yeah.
So bye.
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 Hmm.